Introduction. Murtala Rufa'i Ramat Muhammed, from November 8, 1938 to February 13, 1976, was the military ruler, head of federal military government of Nigeria from 1975 until his assassination in 1976. His early life, Murtala Muhammed was born on 8 November 1938, one of the 11 children of Risqua Muhammad and the Uwani Ramat in Kano, Nigeria. He was educated at Chicken Gida and the Gida Makama Primary School in Kano. And he also attended the famous government college, now called as Barewa College in Zaria, and where he obtained his school certificate in 1957. His military career joined the Nigerian Army in 1958. Murtala Muhammed was trained as an officer cadet at Sandhurst Royal Military Academy in England. After his training, he was commissioned as the second lieutenant in 1961 and assigned to the Nigerian Army Signals that the same year. In 1961, Muhammad was appointed aide-de-camp, ADC. In 1963, he became the officer in charge of the 1st Brigade Signal Troop in Kaduna, Nigeria. That year, he traveled to the Royal Corps of Signal at Cartwright's Garrison, England, for a course on advanced telecommunication techniques. On his return to Nigeria in 1964, he was promoted to Major as appointed officer commanding First Signal Squadron in Apapa, Lagos. And also, in November 1965, he was made acting chief of signal of the Army. In January 1966, he was promoted to Lieutenant Colonel and was the inspector of the signal in Lagos. At the start of the Nigerian Civil War, he led the newly established 2nd Infantry Division, for which he was made the first general officer commanding in August 1967. In March 1968, he was redeployed to Lagos and was appointed inspector of signal. In April 1968, he was promoted to colonel. Between 1970 and 71, he attended the Joint Service Staff College in England. After the war, he was promoted to Brigadier General in October 1971. On the 7th August 1974, the head of State General Yakubu Gowon appointed him as the new Federal Commissioner for Communication, which she combined with his military duties as inspector of the signal at the Army Signal Headquarters in Apapa, Lagos. On 29th July 1975, General Gowon was overthrown while attending the 12th summit of the Organizations of African Unity, or AU, in Kampala, Uganda. Muhammad took power as the new military head of state. His personal life. Murtala Muhammed was married to his only wife, Ajoke. They had 6 children together. The names of the children are Abba, Risqua, Aishat, Fatima, Jummai, Zakari, and Zulaiha. The Nigerian Civil War and the role in the Asaba massacre. During the Nigerian Civil War, Muhammad was General Officer Commanding GOC of the Nigerian Army 2nd Division. This division was responsible for the legendary beating back of the Biafra Army from the Midwest region, as well as crossing the river Niger and linking up with the 1st Division, which was marching down from the Insuka and the Enugu. Lieutenant Ishola Williams, an officer who served under the Colonel Muhammad, alleged that Muhammad ordered the summary execution of Biafra prisoners of war. Federal Commissioner for Communication. On the 7th August 1974, General Gowon appointed Muhammad as the Federal Commissioner, now called Minister, to oversee and facilitate the nation's development of cost-effective communication infrastructure during the oil boom. Head of State. On July 30, 1975, General Muhammad was made Head of State when General Gowon was overthrown at an Organization of African Unity, or AU, summit in Kampala, Uganda. Naming Abuja as a new federal capital territory. As a head of state, Murtala Muhammed put in place plan to build a new federal capital territory due to Lagos being overcrowded. He set up a panel headed by Justice Akinola Aguda, which chose the Abuja area as the new capital ahead of other proposed locations. On February 3, 1976, Muhammad announced the federal capital will in the future be moving to the federal territory location of about 8,000 square kilometers in the central part of the country. The creation of 7 states in February 1976. Muhammad, on the 3rd February 1976, also created 7 Nigerian states as follows: Bauchi, Benue, Borno, Imo, Niger, Ogun, and Ondo, bringing the total number of the states in Nigeria to 19 in 1976. The mobilization of the troops after Civil War. After the war and after he took power as head of state, Muhammad started the reorganization and the demobilization of 100,000 troops from the armed forces. Civil War strength of 250,000 to 150,000. Federal control of media and the federal control of state-run universities. Muhammad also took federal control of the country. 2 largest newspapers, Daily Times and the New Nigerians, all media in Nigeria, was now under federal control, and he also took federal control of the remaining state-run universities' education. Foreign policy. Murtala Muhammed reappraised Nigerian foreign policy, reason a Nigerian first orientation in line with the OPEC price guidelines that was to the disadvantage of other African countries. Nigeria become neutral rather than non-allegiant in the international affairs. Oil bomb category. As head of state, Murtala Muhammed inherited an immense amount of oil and petroleum resources, enormous but untapped natural gas reserve. But in 1975, Muhammad saw reduced revenue due to low level of petroleum production. This means that the military government lacked the projected funds to meet Nigerian development plan for 1975. Other mineral resources. Also, Nigerian Murtala Muhammed inherited significant amount of reserve for iron ore, barite, tin, columbite, tantalum, coal, uranium, gold, gypsum, and limestone deposits. On Friday, 13th February 1976, Murtala Muhammed set off for work along his usual route on George Street. Shortly after 8 a.m., his Mercedes-Benz car traveled slowly in the infamous Lagos traffic near the Federal Secretariat at Ikoyi in Lagos, and a group of soldiers members of an abortive coup led by Dimka emerged from the adjacent petroleum station, ambushed the vehicle, and assassinated Muhammad. Murtala Awards. Murtala also has the following award as follows: First Service Star, FSS, General Service Medals, GSM, Meritorious Service Star, MSS, National Service Medal, NSM.